You probably think you are living your own life. You choose what to wear, you choose what to post, you choose what to say. But what if many of your choices are not really yours? What if an invisible force is quietly guiding your behavior every single day? This force does not shout, it does not give commands, it simply watches, and you adjust. This is social approval, and it controls more of your life than you realize. Humans are social beings. We always have been. Thousands of years ago, being accepted by the group meant survival. If the tribe rejected you, you didn't just feel sad, you were in danger. Your brain learned one rule: belonging equals safety. That rule still lives inside you. But today, the tribe has changed. Now the tribe is friends, family, colleagues, strangers online, followers, likes, comments. Your brain does not know the difference. Rejection still feels like danger. Approval still feels like safety. So without noticing, you start adjusting yourself. Have you ever deleted a post that didn't get enough likes? Stayed quiet even when you disagreed? Laughed at something that wasn't funny? Dressed differently when meeting certain people? Chose a career path because it looks good? None of this is accidental. Your brain is asking one question: will this be accepted? And that question quietly shapes your behavior. You speak differently, you act differently, you even think differently. Not because you want to, but because approval feels safe. There is something strange about social approval. It slowly turns life into a performance. You stop asking, "What do I actually want?" and start asking, "How will this look?" You don't share thoughts, you share acceptable thoughts. You don't express yourself, you present yourself. Over time, you build a version of yourself that gets approval, and slowly you forget who you were without an audience. This is why many people feel empty even when they are liked. They are applauded for a role they are playing. Social media did not create this problem. It amplified it. Before, approval was occasional. Now it is constant. Likes, views, shares, reactions. Your brain releases dopamine not because you expressed yourself, but because you were approved. This trains you. You learn what gets attention, what gets ignored, what gets judged. So you adjust again, not consciously, automatically. Soon, you don't post what matters to you, you post what performs well. And that habit leaks into real life. One of the strongest signs that social approval controls behavior is silence. People stay silent not because they agree, but because they fear disapproval. In meetings, in classrooms, in families, online discussions, silence feels safer than rejection. So wrong ideas survive, truth stays quiet, and individuality slowly fades. Most people are not afraid of speaking. They're afraid of being judged. Social approval always comes with a price. The price is authenticity. When approval matters too much, you overthink everything you say. You feel anxious after expressing opinions. You compare yourself constantly. You feel watched even when you're alone. And the most dangerous cost, you start living reactively. Your emotions depend on feedback. Your confidence depends on reactions. Your worth depends on response. That is not freedom. That is quiet control. Here's the truth. You cannot completely escape social approval. And you don't need to. The goal is not to stop caring. The goal is to notice when it controls you. Because control only works when it is invisible. Once you see it, it weakens. Here are small, practical shifts. No motivation, no drama, just awareness. First, do something meaningful without telling anyone. No post, no proof, just for you. Second, delay reactions. If you want to post, speak, or respond, wait a little. Ask, am I doing this for expression or approval? Third, practice being misunderstood. Not everyone needs to agree with you. Discomfort is not danger. Fourth, reduce performance moments. You don't need to turn every experience into content. These are small acts, but they slowly return ownership of your life. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Most people are not living badly. They are living carefully. Carefully avoiding judgment. Carefully chasing acceptance. Carefully shaping themselves. And calling it normal. But normal does not mean free. If this video made you pause, then it did its job. Because awareness is the first crack in invisible control. If you want more videos that expose the silent forces shaping your mind and behavior, subscribe to Sketch Signal. And ask yourself one final question. How many of your choices today were truly yours?